guys, TFtoysAddict here. Today's episode is episode number 2 on old versus new, my new series that I've been working on, comparing Takara Tomy's masterpiece MP-13, which is the old, versus Robot Paradise RP-01 acoustic wave. So these are the masterpiece sound waves here. Just want to do a comparison of old versus new, show you guys what's the differences and stuff and how it is. Let's first start off with scale here. I'm going to bring up Masterpiece Megatron MP-36. That's the scale. Let's move, you know what, we'll just keep them two together. So if you could see that, you could see how they scale together. They're both pretty good, to be honest. Even though this guy's really old, the Takara Tomy's version, I still think he's pretty good for being a masterpiece. You know, like, he's a good option to have. You don't really need to upgrade to this guy because this guy's kind of expensive. But yeah, unless you care about tune aesthetics, that's how I find Fans Toys version. Well, Robot Paradise. Basically, it's Fans Toys that made it, but they made it under Robot Paradise's name. And they just made it more tune accurate. But, okay, let's move Fans Toys Paradise out of the way. And I'll bring in Deformation Space's Crimson Wing to show you guys how that looks too. So, you know, the trio here. This is the original 3 of the evil Decepticons. If you could see there, they look pretty good together. They scale pretty well. Megatron wants to fall over here. Yeah, they look pretty good together. Pretty good scale. Well, anyhow, let's move these guys out of the way. So basically, let's start off with Takara Tomy here. Takara Tomy's Masterpiece 13, MP-13, he's one of my oldest masterpieces I have. Basically, I had this guy since he was first released. He was basically first released in 2013. I think they started showing pictures of him before his official release date was in January of 2013, and he came out a little bit later in 2013 when he was officially released. But yeah, this is one of my oldest masterpieces. He's like 11 years old. So yeah, let's take off Laserbeak here. He comes with Laserbeak. So he comes with Laserbeak when you first buy him, and let's take a look at this old masterpiece here. Take off his gun here too. Second. Let's start off with his shoulder joints. So he's got a full-on shoulder rotation friction. It's on friction. It's not ratcheted. He's got full-on bicep swivel. He's got a full-on elbow bend. It's like literally pretty much touching. So it's a pretty impressive elbow bend for such an old masterpiece. He also has waist swivel, complete around. His head can look up, looks slightly down, also turns all the way. This part can go up, his cannon, his shoulder cannon. Also, his leg can move up about that high. If you move his hip skirt out of the way, it can move up about that high. And let's move it back. He can go, I would say, about that far back. He doesn't, unless these things move. No, it doesn't. So yeah, so he can't go much back, but his legs can bend. His legs can bend about 90 degrees. That's the farthest it can bend. He's got ankle rockers. You can see there. No front or back tilt ankles. I don't know if you consider that as ankle tilt backwards. That's just basically, yeah, it doesn't really work, I don't think. But yeah. Other than that, no ab crunch either. He is an old masterpiece, 11-year-old masterpiece, so can't expect too much for its articulation. But again, I still think he's a very good option for being in your collection. There's a lot of options for this guy. Like, you can buy the 4th party too, where the 4th party version is, I think it's THF makes it, and also there's an actual 4th party KO version of him, and I've seen it on AliExpress for $65. When I first picked up this guy, he was around, I think, close to 200 Canadian. I don't know. I don't remember what was his US dollar retail price at the time, because so long ago. But I did see them, Takara reissuing it in 2019. I think he was selling for 110 US at the time. So I don't know if that's still around. That was in 2019. So I don't know if stores still have them for sale or not. But yeah, let's take a look at Fans Toys then. So here's Fans Toys Robot Paradise's version. Let's take off Laserbeak. Definitely, if you compare Laserbeaks, this guy's got some die cast on him. You can feel it, where this guy's all plastic. But they both look good. I would say this one's more tune accurate, though, the Takara version. Let's put them aside. Let's take his gun off. So this guy's quality build-wise, like Takara's version, is more plastic. His feet are die cast, but that's about it. But when you pick up this guy, you can feel the heft in him. He's pretty heavy. I would say, I think he weighs around 2 pounds, 2.5 pounds, where this guy's probably about a pound and a half. But yeah, you can feel some heft in this guy. So he's got ratcheted shoulder joints. Can basically go up to that far. I don't know, did I test Takara's? Hold on a second. Yeah, same thing. Only can go up that high. Side to side movement of his shoulder. He's got bicep swivel. You can see there. His arm can bend up to here, not as far as Takara's. Head can look up and down, side to side. Shoulder cannon can also move up. His fingers are more articulated than Takara's. Basically, I forgot to show you guys the finger articulation on Takara's, but you can see they're individually articulated, where the standard Takara is always the one index finger is articulated and the three are just connected like that, if you can see. Okay, let's go back to Fans Toys. He's got a little bit of a side waist movement, side to side. No ab crunch, just very little. I wouldn't push it anymore. I tried. You can lift his leg about that high. You can see there. It goes about that far backwards. Let me move this. A little bit further than Takara's. And his leg can go much higher. A second here. I forgot to, when I transformed him back from alt mode, I forgot to put those clips down. Put the panels back. So yeah, definitely further articulation. But again, Fans Toys articulation is a hit and miss. Sometimes I find it's not perfect. It's not like Make Toys or modern Takara's articulation, but still pretty good, decent, I would say ankle rockers right here, if you can see. And he's got no front tilt, well, a little bit of front tilt, but backwards tilt he has for his toe tilt. But yeah, I would say between these two, yes, this guy, Fans Toys, is more tune accurate. I'll show you guys a picture here, how he looks. So you can see that he's definitely more tune accurate compared to Takara's. I would say Takara's more, excuse me, I would say Takara's more toy accurate, and really depends on your preference of what you like in your collection. I'm going for tune look, so of course I always go for tune look. But again, I still like Takara's because the fun factors here. Transforming this guy, I can transform him in less than 5 minutes. Basically, transform him into alt mode and transform him back to robot mode. It takes less time. It's like literally 2 to 3 minutes to transform this guy. This guy, this Fans Toys version, took me, I would say 30 minutes with MGo's instructions. 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes at most to transform this guy. There's a lot more steps that you have to go through. Just panels that you have to like pull out, little tabs that you have to pull out and stuff. It's just way more steps that you have to go through transforming these third-party transformers. It's definitely not a fun experience. But yeah, I do the waist. Yeah, he doesn't have much of a waist rotation. I think there's something hindering it. That's why. But yeah, to be honest, if you care about the tune aesthetics, this guy is newer. he's like 9 years newer than this guy. This guy, I think Fans Toys came out in 2022, and Soundwave came out in 2013. Well, I forgot to show you guys something. One more thing. So basically, I do have Frenzy and Rumble. I think it's in my storage. I just didn't bother going down there, like in my crawlspace storage, going down there to grab them. I'm pretty sure it's in my storage boxes. Because I also have Buzzsaw here. Because I think Buzzsaw came with Rumble, and Frenzy came with Ravage, if I'm correct. I think it was MP-14 and MP-15. I think those were the numbers. Where this is Fans Toys. So Fans Toys version comes with Frenzy. And for you to get the rest of the cassettes, you have to buy the Fans Toys cassette pack, which comes with Rumble. Sorry, let me stand this guy. Comes with Rumble. If you can stand properly. Come on, stand properly for me. Just leave him there. Comes with Ravage and Laserbeak. And that's an extra cost. You can buy a fourth-party version of Fans Toys, the Robot Paradise, which is the KO version of it, and it is much cheaper. Like, this guy's quite expensive. I think when I picked up this guy, he was around, I think when he was first released, it was around $250 US. So I think I'm pretty sure I paid about $320 Canadian for him, something around there. But so you have to buy these cassettes. Sorry, not this one, but Rumble, Ravage, and Laserbeak as a separate cassette package, and that's an extra $150 Canadian. I don't remember how much was it in US, but that's what I paid. It was $150 Canadian just for those 3 cassettes. Where the fourth party, you buy the fourth party, it comes with all the cassettes except for Rumble. So that's how you distinct the KO version of the Robot Paradise versus the authentic Robot Paradise, like the authentic Fans Toys version. So the KO version does not come with Rumble, and you can get, I think you can get the KO version off of AliExpress for around 170, 180 Canadian. I don't remember exact, but it's somewhere around there. Well, anyways, let's take a look at the alt modes. Okay, back to this review here. So I finally transformed both of them into their alt modes. To be honest, Takara Tomy's took me no longer than 10 minutes to transform. It was pretty easy, actually. Almost as easy as the G1 one. Just a couple extra steps you have to go through. Like the G1 toy itself. That one is like pretty much the easiest transformer to transform. Fans Toys version, my god. I'd say it took me at least a half an hour watching MGo's review, MGo's transformation. A lot of things that you have to pull out, all these extra steps. He wasn't easy to transform, but I finally did it. This guy's got some heft though. He is heavy. This guy, you can feel it's definitely lighter. But again, like I said, you can't go wrong with either or, you know. This guy has buttons, stuff where you can move, you know, but the stuff doesn't do anything anyways, like, you know, the knobs and stuff. Yeah, that's where it's cassette. Like, you can put the cassettes in there. I think it fits 3 each. I think it's both about the same. Takara's definitely has more details. If you can see, like it says, what does that say? Record battery right there. The buttons you actually can press. This one you can't. There's no, it doesn't press it, go in at all. Also eject. You can fit 3 cassettes in there as well. Back design. Yeah, Fans Toys is a little bit cleaner for sure, but again, not a deal breaker for the Takara one. This one's thinner. If you could see, Fans Toys is much thicker. The bottom look about the same, you know, like same as in like able to hide all the panels and stuff. You know, definitely more complicated to transform for sure. This one's more fun factor. Fans Toys is very complicated to transform. I usually don't transform my Transformers much, and I always find that third party is always a nightmare to transform. They take a long time to transform. Also, the new Takara Tomy masterpieces aren't easy to transform either. But yeah, they both look pretty good. You know, you can't go wrong. So again, if money wasn't an issue, yes, buy this guy. But you can also get away with the old one. You know, you don't have to get the authentic too. You can get the fourth party. Like I said, it was $65 Canadian for the KO version I saw on AliExpress. That is cheap, because I think when I first got this guy, I think he was around $200 Canadian. Very close. That was 11 years ago though, right? 11 years ago price. I don't know what he is today for the authentic Takara Tomy MP-13. Definitely probably costs a little bit more today, because, you know, today's market, it goes by today's market and also late tax, right? But this guy, he's quite expensive unless you go for the fourth party. I've watched some reviews on it, and I have fourth party, for example, I have fourth party Astro Train and fourth party, like Fans Toys Astro Train, and also have Fans Toys, fourth party Fans Toys Cyclonus. And I have the Fans Toys version too. And to be honest, you can barely tell the difference. You lift it up, they're both the same weight, you know, everything. Just slight differences, like on Thomas's head, like, you know, Fans Toys Astro Train's head can't look up and stuff on the fourth party one. But yeah, but let's not talk about those characters. We're talking about Soundwave today. But anyways, yeah, so if money wasn't an issue, buy this guy. If you care about fun factor and playability, get this guy. Or most likely, if you're a Masterpiece collector, you probably already have this guy. You know, I still like Takara's version, you know, to play with and stuff, to transform and stuff like that. But anyways, thank you for watching this review, and till next time, till the next one, guys, peace out.